Hello, everyone. This morning I was sitting here working on some of my greeting cards to make them into pockets when I thought, well, let me turn on the camera. Somebody might be interested in knowing how I do this. I don't know. But anyway, I made these two. I did these two pockets using my greeting cards so far. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to turn on my camera. And so here I'm just cutting the front image off. And then I look and see what the verse is inside and see if I want the verse. If I want the verse, I'll keep that. If I don't want the verse, I'm going to use that back and get what I can out with these 2.5 inch, with the 2.5 inch punch, and then I'll throw this part away. This here is probably about 6 layers of this, and they're glued together with some. Well, this one I've got dendritic on both sides. But dendritic painting on both sides, but I'm going to do more with this because what my plan is to make wearable art. I want this to be a necklace, and so I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do around the outside or whatever, but I'm saving those circles so I can make more. Okay, so then, now I look at my card and I see where I can cut it. This one here, it had the verse like up, straight across the top. So I cut that one so that the pocket fits this way. And then on this one, the greeting was over here in this corner. So I fixed that so it fit, the tag will fit in that way. Now, but see, so I look at this and I see that I think that the more of the image is over on this way, so I'm going to just you kind of fussy cut it, but not just exactly. I sort of go around the image, yet like this. See here? Okay, so that's what I'm going to leave as the image. I'm going to keep this birthday greetings. So I'm going to keep those words. I got a little bag here. I'm putting those in. So I have those words I might use somewhere else, and then this is going to be trash. Then I have a bag here of, I got these one time from the thrift shop. But everybody probably has scraps of different papers that would work. So then I look to see, well, what color would I want to make as the background for this card, and to make a pocket, to add to put a pocket, and so I'm just kind of looking through. And this is pretty right here, I think, and this is a good size. So what I think I'll do, I think I'll take this piece, and what I'm going to do then is I'm going to kind of just eyeball it, and I see that I need about this much. So the card is a little bit longer than this piece of paper. So now what I'll do is I'll cut the bottom off, because I can take some of that bottom off and it won't impair the picture, the image from the card. And then when I put it on this background piece, it's perfect. It's perfect. And then I'll glue these two sides, and then the tag will fit in in the pocket. I usually like to leave only glue 2 sides, and that way if I have a tag that's a little wider, it'll still fit right in there. And so then I just glue. And also, I'll just glue this one side. Well, I didn't get that. I mean 2 sides. I didn't get it wrong. Okay, now. And so there I have that pocket made that quickly. And now, if you make a lot of pockets ahead and just have them made up for, you know, that you can use later on, and just have those, have them ready, then it is always fun. You know, I mean, it makes your journal, completing your journal, a lot easier. Now this one is beautiful with the sunflowers in a little wooden bucket. But then there's a barn up here too. I love the barn. And so what I'm going to do on this one now is I'm going to cut this as well. And basically I do them all the same. But I'd have to decide whether or not okay, I'm going to use this for the circles that I can get from it, from my circles. Okay, so then that takes care of that. And then I'm going to go around. There's some little trees there. And I'm going to go around and just kind of give it that round shape like that. See there? Oh, and then this is birthday greetings. So I'm going to save that and put that in. Oh, I should have my little box. I have a recipe box. And in my recipe box, I keep sentiments and headers off of birthday cards separated, or birthday or anniversary or happy everything or sympathy or whatever. They're just filed in that recipe box. So now see, this is pretty. And then I'm thinking, well, I wonder if I have like something in like a autumn color, because that's, let's see what I have here. I have, that's too small. This is a yellow. It's kind of crinkled on some edges, but I can probably get enough out of that to make it work good. One of those two. Yeah, that thing has been around, and like I say, I bought it at a yard sale. So I have to, well, on this, now I have to fix this where I get the grungy piece off. Not that I don't like grunge, because I like grunge, but that's just a little bit too grungy. And so I'm going to put this like this way here and get the, just kind of even it up. So, because it's old paper. Now it looks not like old paper. Okay, so now this one, maybe, let's see, I don't want to really cut too much. Oh, let me see what else I have here. I wonder if I've got another piece here that I can use, because I don't really want to cut. I could cut off of the bottom of here, but I don't really want to. And I really won't. That one's not big enough. Let's see, that one won't work. What if I just do this like a pale green? Oh, that would be pretty. And I can cut a little bit off of there. Oh, the pale green will be pretty. Okay. So, now also when you're doing your cards, I don't think I have any here that are, some of your cards will be, the whole card will be of color. And then those pieces too, you'll want to save. I don't want to lose my barn. So I'm going to cut off just, let's see, I'm going to cut off just a wee bit of that bottom. And yes, that's good right there. That is real good. Okay, and I kind of like that pale green in the background. Another thing you can do if you want is to emboss this background paper, which I had a stack that I embossed the other day and don't know what I did with them. See, I just don't know what I did with them. And so I'm going to put this one on here, gluing just the two sides. And this one is going to be, so they'll be like if you put it on the right side of the page or the left side of the page. And see how pretty that is. That's beautiful. And so another thing is, let me get this. Let me get that. Okay, so now I'm going to cut that edge off of there. And another thing you can use these for is to, if you're writing somebody a letter, if you just want to write them a little note and send it off in snail mail, which needs to be done. Like, look here, a little note. And put that in this, and then put it. And it doesn't have to be a card. It doesn't have to be, say anything. Just that pretty, and just send it off with your message. And that will be well accepted by the getter. Now, another thing you can do here is maybe you would want to just enhance, let me see, enhance the edge. Let me real quickly, oh, I can't real quickly do nothing. You know what we had in our house? Oh, here's some twisted citron, which hasn't even been opened, so this is brand new. Yay! Brand new. It's been brand new for a while because that was sent to me in Happy Meal quite some time ago. And so then I'm going to get one of my little spongy things here. And throw things around. Let me put that back in there. And I'm going to take, well, I got two spongy things. I'm going to just go around using the same color. Just a little bit different, you know. Just a little bit, so it's green, and I'm going around with green. And maybe you can't even see this. Maybe you can't even see the green on the highlight or low lights or whatever lights. You know what I think this corner should be rounded. Just that one corner. And see, and then just by putting the little bit of the same color ink and just kind of age it a little bit, it just kind of just gives it a little bit more, less plain, you know, just have it less plain. And see there, then your tag will fit right in there. And that's so pretty. And if you're just sitting there and watching a movie or something, and you just pick up your, oh, sorry you're ill. Okay. This is pretty. This is very pretty. Sorry you're ill, okay? I'm going to get part of that one because those flowers are very beautiful. And I don't save a whole lot of sentiments because I like to write my own sentiments in cards, or I like to make just happy everything cards, and then I can write my own, my own sentiments, or my own verses, or my own little notes. So now here, I'm going to cut this one this way. Now this one will be easy to alter the size because of the way it's got a main flower in the middle, and then just kind of the same kind of flowers around. Okay, I'm going to save that. Sorry you're ill. Now, sometimes, you make your own get well cards or something, and collage the front of it, and you'll use those kind of things on the front of your cards, which is always beautiful. Okay, now that yellow piece, let's see. Oh, yeah, see? Now this yellow piece, you know what I think I'm going to do on this one? I think I'm going to cut a little bit more off the top. And I think I'm just going to go around that one. And then if you intentionally cut it like curvy like that, then you don't have to worry about getting something straight, because it looks just fine. I mean, then if it was straight, if you wanted to cut it straight and you didn't get it straight, it wouldn't look straight. You know what I'm saying? And so, and there we go. See? Simple Simon made a pie. And then I don't want this way over on this edge. I want it just to be equal amount of color on this side that there be on this side. So now I will just go and cut that just to kind of even it up. And then that is, well, not real even, but close enough. And see there, then we have that, that edging. I'm going to round this corner too. Just a little round. And then I think I'm going to take that green, that same green I just used on that other one, and I'm going to just, I had a snail in my house this morning. I don't know how it got in there, but it was near the back door. So I think, well, I don't know how it got in, but it was a snail. And, with a shell, and he lives inside, and he was moving along. He finally, I just watched him, I wanted him to go back out the door, so I put the broom, like, in his way, so he wouldn't come my way. I wanted him to just go back outside the door, and, I must have watched him for 20 minutes, just watch him mosey right along. And he finally went outside, and then Hubster says, "What are you doing?" I says, "I'm watching this snail. Come here and watch." And so he watched for a while. He got down on his hands and knees, because I said, I don't know how he moves. I don't know if he's got, like suction cups or something. So Papa got on his hands and knees, and he's bent down, and he's looking. He goes, he's got, like, little legs. Like a whole bunch of little legs, but they're really short. And so, we watched him till he got off with the stair steps, because there's a stair steps right outside the back, the garage door, and that's where he was, in the garage. And so, in the garage piano room, and so, we watched him for a while till we was satisfied that he was safe. But then Papa said, well, I'm just going to pick him up, and I'm going to put him on the other side of the fence. And then that way nobody will step on him, because he still had the rest of his life to live. And so, but he was the cutest little snail. See how nice that fits right in there? And so when you do something, and see, I like that little green around the edge. Can you see how that green shows? Just a little bit around the edge. And now if you were sending off a birthday greeting or something, you could use one of these little birthday, happy birthday, and put it down there in that corner. You could do that if you're going to send this off. So you don't have to have a card necessarily. Now, if you're sending off a greeting, it doesn't have to be a greeting. Oh, is this one pretty? Oh, this one's for sick people, too. May you soon be well again. Okay. Which I do want to send off a get well card to a friend. But I just don't like sending. I just don't like sending tailor-made cards. I like just to send them my own. I did send off a tailor-made card here a while back, only because that card was so beautiful. And then you know what I did? From my friend. I don't know. Well, she's my friend. I should know her birthday, but I don't know when her birthday is. But I know her birthday is one day this year. I'm not sure exactly which day. So I found this pretty birthday card, and so I just sent her the birthday card. I don't know if it was her birthday. I don't think so. And so I just sent her a birthday card, and I wrote in there, I says, it's probably either I'm very late for your birthday or I'm very early for your birthday, or maybe I got lucky and just found your birthday. But I said, I just wanted to send you a card anyway. And what I'm going to do now from now on is I'm just going to send people a birthday card. Because even if I don't know when their birthday is, even if I don't know when their birthday is, I know their birthday. They have one birthday a year. Everybody has one birthday a year. I mean, maybe you have 2 birthdays a year, but I only have 1 birthday a year. I can't afford more than one. And so I just sent a birthday card. I haven't heard from her. She might. I haven't heard from her since I sent the birthday card. And so, I don't know. Maybe she thinks I've losing my mind. Or maybe she didn't get it yet because she's in Canada. And so maybe she didn't get it yet. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. You know what I did? Oh, you know what I did do on her birthday? I think it was last year or the year before. I made her a happy birthday journal. That's what I did. I don't remember when it was, and so I found a bunch of birthday cards, and I made all them birthday cards in the journal. Like all the pages were fronts of birthday cards. I sent her a bunch of birthday cards, and made a journal. That's what I did. I just remembered that. And so, okay, there, I put that in there. And then this is pretty. This is really pretty. Now, what color? Let's see. Let me see. Oh, this might work. Oh, this will work, because look at this. You see that little bit of lavender right there in that pansy? And you put it up here on that lavender paper, and look how that just pops. It just causes that lavender to pop. This brings that out. And so we're going to glue that on there. And I go ahead and I glue that on there first. And then I will see I'll see where I need to trim. I'll see where I need to trim that. Isn't that pretty? Now, I like that. So now I know I want to trim off of this edge, and I'm going to go to try and get about the same amount of this edge off as I did this edge. I like this little trimmer. I have a big trimmer that I love, but when I do something little like this, I don't want to drag out my big trimmer. And so this one is just from Hobby Lobby. And I got it one time. It was not when I bought it when it was not on sale, so I could use my coupon. And so then I saved, I think, 40% when I did that way. And that's the way you do. You know, you just use a coupon. Now I hear some of the stores are not doing coupons anymore. I don't know. But if I lived near a Hobby Lobby or a Michael's, I'd go buy one thing a day, and I'd use my online coupon each time. Now see there, there you can put tags. You can put tags in there. And that one's pretty. So see, once you do these for a while, then you just put them all together. Oh, this one's real pretty. How this one's made like this. Look how pretty that shape is. And so, did I cut the tops? Oh yeah, I must have cut the pops. Cut the pops. I might sound funny today because I don't have no teeth in my mouth because I have this like a canker sore. Oh no, I didn't cut the pops. I got this like canker sore. I don't know if you ever heard of canker sores. I got a canker sore right where my top George Washington teeth fit. And that hurts, so I'm going to let that heal today and talk funny. There we go, see, now I got 3 of those. So I'll have me a nice stack of these. And when you glue these all together, and like I say, you know, you just glue them all together. And it makes a nice heavy something. And then like on this one, like I said, I just popped out 2 of my dendritic paintings, and I'm going to make something out of that. It's going to be, I want wearable art. That's what I want. I want wearable art. Okay, now, you know what I wonder if I can get, I wonder if I could just, no, you know what? Oh, I got that other punch in my other room. Yeah. I was going to say, if I had my other punch, I got another punch I could punch that up with. But I'm not, you know what, I'm gonna, I got like a label punch, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut this like this. And then I'm going to punch out this happy birthday on that, with that label punch that I got from Cindy. Thank you, Cindy Triphone, for that label punch. I love it. And I'm going to use that to pop that happy birthday out, because then I'll use that on a handmade card. See there? That was a nice shape already, the way these flowers were put on that card. And that's kind of a lavender as well. I don't think I got another lavender piece of paper in here. Doesn't look like, oh, maybe I do, maybe I do. Maybe this one is kind of a lavender. Sometimes I can't tell my colors. Ooh, yeah. You know what? I think it's blue, but when I put it near this lavender, it almost makes then this look lavender. I don't know if it's just my eyeballs or what it is, but let's see. Is this the same size? Ooh, that one's a little bit better. That color's a little bit better. Oh, that one's too small. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do, I don't want to cut no more of that top, but I can cut a little off of the bottom without damaging the image. So I will do that. And, you actually could save these little strips, too. I did a little purge job the other day. I just did a little purge job where I have a lot of stuff that I save. But I've been watching them hoarding videos, and so when I watch the hoarding videos, then I think, oh my God, somebody's going to call the authorities on me one day. So then I feel like I need to purge something. I purged a whole trash can full of stuff. I mean, an outside black trash can full of stuff that I just throw in the garbage. Papa says, you sure you want to throw this away? I said, yes. Throw it away before I change my mind. Put it out to the street. And so he did. And so it's gone. And so far I haven't missed anything that I threw away. But it's kind of stuff like this because I think, well, I can save these and make something out of these pieces. And then throw it away. It's hard to throw that stuff. Like, look at these little edges I cut off of there. They're beautiful. But, you know, where do I have it? I think I have, like, I think right here is where I have. Just a second. Where did I have it? Right here. One day when I didn't have anything better to do, let me just show you this real quick. This is a commercial. I didn't have anything better to do, and so I just took pieces of cardstock and my scraps of paper, and I just glued them all. Just glued them on. Scraps of paper, and just glued them on. There you go. There were some strips. Just glued them. Glued them wherever they will fit. And you know what else makes this pretty? Let me just look at these. Are all I just went to town. I just went to town with these, and that's what I did. Oh, there's my song. There's my picture. But anyway, I just went to town with those, and I made, like, I guess some people might call them masterboards or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if you noticed, but anyway, there's them. Then I just want to show you something else, though. What I think is the coolest look ever. I'm going to take this piece of paper here, put my cutter back up here, because I don't need that cutter right now. And I'm going to take this marker right here and put this back in this here drawer. And then I'm going to put these back into my little container. I love these here containers. I get sugar-free drinks from Walmart, and they come in these, and each one, there's packets in there you mix with water, and I save the containers because I can put stuff in them. And then I'm going to label them too. I'm going to label them. Okay, so now here, let me put my lid back on my glue right here. Don't leave. I'm going to show you something. How cool this looks. I want to just show you something. This is what I think is cool. Is a cucumber. Okay, I'm going to let's see. I want to get a ruler, this skinny one, and every place now where, let's see. Can I see? I don't have my overhead light on because it glares. It's fluorescent and it glares so bad. I like it when I'm working, but not when I'm filming. But see, if you take and go, I didn't get that straight. If you just put your ruler along every place where you glued, okay, every place, the edge of a paper, where there's an edge. Okay, I have, and I'm going to go with my black magic marker, Sharpie, whatever you call it, and then every place where there's another piece of paper. That one ends right there. And then this one ends right here. And then this one, let's see, that one goes, let's get right to that edge. It starts up here and goes right on down here. And then here's one right here. So I'm going to just, and I'm separating each piece with that black line, and it's like framing each piece to be its own little entity there on that on that master board, or whatever we're going to call that thing. That's a new word to me, so I'm not real sure about master boards, but okay. So, and I'm just going to go until, and then each one of these separate pieces of paper that I glued, I am putting, I can see where I got a spot glue a couple more pieces, and this one's right there, and here, these two pieces both go down to there. And you don't have to use a ruler, but I want my lines to be straight on this. I don't much worry about my lines on most anything, but just right here, I just want it to be straight. And so see now, do you see how that's looking? Making it really look like a patchwork thing, and it makes each piece its separate little art form. And, okay, then there's just one long strip right there. See, so all of these strips of paper, just save them. Just save them. And then one day when you have nothing better to do, I mean, I always have something better to do, like, well, not better to do, like, because I always got, like, laundry or dishes or vacuuming or rake the yard. Oh, no, I don't rake the yard. I hear the hubster out there on the mower. He's mowing. Grass keeps on growing. And, but, let's see, how do we got that? Do we got them all? Look at, do you see the difference in that now? Do you see what it was and what it is? Well, look how pretty that is. By just putting them black lines around each piece. And what that did to it. It just really made each piece just pop right on its own. So, this is how I work in a day's time. Like, I started out making these little things here. And this is how come my desk gets so piled up. So I made pockets this morning. There's some pockets that are all ready. And I'll just get me a little Ziploc bag and I'll put all of those pockets together. And then when I get, and those are all flowers, so those would probably be good in a gardening journal. And so, or maybe somebody's making a gardening journal and they'd like to have those. Maybe I'll mail them to you. Because sometimes I do things without a plan ahead. You know, don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna do something with them. Just do it. You know, and then you have all of this stuff ready, all in the ready to make your cards, to decorate a tag, and like I say, you can use these as a card. Put a little note in them, and use them. Put a little note in them, and use them as like a greeting card, you know. And then save your the little greeting things like this. I won't cut this one out with that tab thing, that doohickey. And then if you got a round punch, then look at here. We got these. You can just save those for whatever you're going to do with them. Because you do something with them. I just like circles. So, and, but see now, like this here. These are so pretty. If I was to glue them, just start gluing these. I got to dig back in that trash can, I think, and pull out some things. But that's what I should do, is each one of these pieces that I cut off a little bit of floral color. Well, I can still see them down there in the trash can. And then just glue them on like this. And glue them onto your paper. And then separate each one with using your black Sharpie. And look how pretty that looks. It looks real pretty. Okay, well, this is my second video today. I'm still in my knot gown. Oh, that one's pretty. I think I'm going to leave these right here and do these after my shower. and get some clothes on. I already did my my tag, my October tag, for the 8th. That's today. Cut these. Got to put them in my little file box. And I'll show you my file box one day, but it's in the other room. Too lazy to go out there and get it. But okay, I done made one video this morning. Now I'm making another. But I read something, and now I'm reading something else. Okay, let's see. I deserve good in my life. Everybody deserves good in their life. Let's see what this says. Some of the things you believe were never true. Wait a minute. Some of the things you believe were never true. They were someone else's fears. Give yourself a chance to explain your thoughts, change those that are negative. You are deserving. I deserve good in my life. Sometimes when our inner messages are telling us that we are not allowed to be happy, or when we create good things in our lives and haven't changed those early messages, we will do something to thwart our happiness. When we don't believe that we deserve good, we will knock the supports out from under us. Sometimes we hurt ourselves or develop physical problems or have accidents. We have to start believing that we deserve all the good that life has to offer. And yes, we deserve all the good life has to offer, especially us who are really aging. We've been there, done that. Probably don't have the t-shirt, but most of us have been there and done that. And we've been through a lot to get where we are today. I'm here about 71 years old, and I've been through a lot in my life. But you know what? I learned from a lot of my mistakes, because I've made mistakes. I've made bad choices, but then I've also made good choices. So I'm in the good choices pretty much come after the bad choices. That's kind of weird, but that's just the way. Oh, yeah, I gotta glue these together. Yeah, I'm gonna save these pieces. Okay, I ask God to watch over each and every one of you, every step you take, every move you make, and I will see you on the next video. God bless.